What is Constructivism? Constructivism is based on the idea that people actively construct or make their own knowledge, and that reality is determined by one's experiences as a learner. Basically, learners use their previous knowledge as foundation and build on it with new things that they learn. So, everyone's individual experiences make their learning unique to them. Constructivism is crucial to understand as an educator because it influences the way all of your students learn. Teachers and instructors that appreciate the constructivist approach to learning understand that their students bring their own unique experiences to the classroom every day. Their background and previous knowledge impact on how they are able to learn. Teachers are able to use constructivist learning theory to help their students understand their previous knowledge. If one is new or aspiring educator, it's important to get the education and credentials one needs. But it's also important to understand learning theories and how they impact her and her students. There are many specific elements and principles of constructivism that shape the way the theory works and applies to students. First is the idea that knowledge is constructed. This is the basic principle in constructivism, which means knowledge is built upon other knowledge. Here, students take bits and pieces and put them together in their own unique way, building something different than what another student will build. The student's previous knowledge, experiences, beliefs, and insights are all important foundations for their continued learning. Second, people learn to learn as they learn. This means learning involves constructing meaning in systems of meaning. For example, if a student is learning the chronology of dates for a series of historical events, at the same time, they are learning the meaning of chronology. If a student is writing a paper about history, they are also learning principles of grammar and writing as well. Thus, each thing we learn gives us a better understanding of other things in the future. Third, learning is an active process. Learning involves sensory input to construct meaning. The learner needs to do something in order to learn. It's not therefore a passive activity. Learners need to engage in the world so they are actively involved in their own learning and development. One cannot just sit and expect to be told things and learn. The student needs to engage in discussions, reading, activities, and the like. Fourth, learning is a social activity. This means that learning is directly associated to our connection with other people. Our teachers, family, or peers, and our acquaintances impact our learning. Educators are more likely to be successful as they understand that peer involvement is one of the keys in learning. Isolating learnings isn't the best way to help students learn and grow together. Fifth, learning is contextual. Students don't learn isolated facts and theories separate from the rest of our lives. We learn in ways connected to things we already know and what we believe. In other words, the things we learn and the points we tend to remember are connected to the things going on around us. Sixth, knowledge is personal. Because constructivism is based on one's own experiences and beliefs, knowledge becomes a personal affair. Each person will have their own prior knowledge and experiences to bring to the table. So, the way and things people learn and gain from education will all be very different. Seventh, Learning exists in the mind. This means that hands-on experiences and physical actions are necessary for learning, but those elements aren't enough. Engaging the mind is the key to successful learning. Learning needs to involve activities for the minds, not just our hands. Therefore, mental experiences are needed for retaining knowledge. And lastly, motivation is key to learning. Students are unable to learn if they are unmotivated. Therefore, educators need to have ways to engage and motivate learners to activate their minds and help them become excited about education. Without motivation, it's difficult for learners to reach into their past experience and make connections for new learning.